There's something about little South Carolina towns. There's a magic to them. As if things from a bygone era lay dormant, buried under empty mills, butter and grits eateries, and well-worn football fields. It's easy to miss if you ain't looking for it, but you can feel it. My mama felt it in this town, and her mama was from Chester County, and even she felt it. But they wouldn't so much as whisper about it. Lord knows, maybe it's better to keep your eyes and ears shut when whatever that thing is bubbles to the surface, lest you see something you wish you hadn't.
So as I'm sure you can understand the situation following Mr. Gouty's untimely death, well, that leaves us with a bit of a mystery. And we don't much like mystery. It's bad business. The widow Gouty has been reticent and intractable with the board, unwilling to even meet with us. Fact is, according to our records, Mr. Gouty had no known heart problems until he passed to the other side. Let me be clear. You are to report to me and only to me. You are to discuss this matter with no one else.
Of course.
Overall, Mr. Stump, we need discretion, you hear? Stay away from that peculiar daughter of hers. The board doesn't need any further complications.
Loud and clear, Mr. Garnier.
And Mr. Stump,
Yes, Mr. Garnier.
you might want to start with that old housekeeper you kept around, a Mr. Thies.
Why him?
Because my fine fellow, when Gouty kicked it, Mrs. Gouty gave him his walking papers. No one's seen him since.
Here.
What's this?
That there is the stuff dreams are made of. We get to eat this month.
It's about time. Tell me about this Isabel Gouty woman.
She's a hard customer. I think I like her.
I can see why the company wanted to keep tags on her. She's an unknown variable. In fact, it seems like a simple tag and trace job. Who's this Thies guy?
Garnier told me about him. He's disappeared since Miss Gouty cut him loose. He's hiding from something.
I see. I'll start there then. There seems to be suspicion of wrongful death. Why don't you begin with his medical report and autopsy?
Police would have found any funny business. That's a waste of time.
Do it anyway, so we can say we did. It says here that the widow Gouty is now a majority shareholder in her husband's business since he died. But according to Mr. Garnier, she's been damn near impossible to track down. Is that right?
I'm not sure I'd give him the time of day either.
Never forget who's paying the bill. This is some damn good coffee. All right, you track down Mrs. Gouty. I'll do some digging.
That's what I'm thinking. Might even make a run on the daughter, Sybil.
That's fine, but Pete, don't get too close to the prey this time. One of these days, they're liable to smell you downwind and bite you.
In my experience, it's not very common for a woman to knock off her old man. Most women just go cold as the freezer aisle, waiting for the needle to turn over on the husband. Besides, heart attack checks out. No sign of foul play in the autopsy. Died instantly, it said. Men's quieting for nearly a week outside the Gouty place. And old Isabel was like a small town rumor. Old girl likes to stay inside for sure. I checked plane records and her passport. She hasn't left, and her car is still in the garage. So, where are you, Isabel?
What's up, Winnie?
I may have found Thies. Looks like he likes to hang out at the library off Ebenezer. And now he goes by his mother's maiden name, Benandanti.
I'll rattle his cage.
Okay, but don't scare him. We might need him going forward.
Got it.
What are you getting from your stakeout?
I hadn't seen much of the old girl. She's almost as much of a homebody as you.
All right, let me see what I can find. You go get Thies.
Carlton Thies. I know it's you, Thies.
I don't know what you're talking about. You got the wrong guy. I'm Benedente.
Benedente? Really? Your mother's name? Very original.
What do you want?
I want to know what you know about the Goutys.
Who sent you?
That doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
What exactly happened to Mr. Gouty?
He died. He's dead, okay? That's all anybody knows.
Tell me what I want to know, and I won't tell everybody where to find you. Understand?
I can't tell you. She'll know.
Who will know? Mrs. Gouty? Did she threaten you?
Listen, I don't know any Goutys. I don't know any Thies. I don't know anything about any of your craziness, okay? Listen, that's all I can do for you. Now leave me alone.
Who's out there? Mr. Garnier.
Mr. Stump, I need you to cease your investigation immediately.
Why? I'm just now getting...
Thies is dead. I don't know what you did, but I
did nothing worth this phone call.
Listen, Mr. Stump. Hear what I am saying to you. You never met me. You never heard of any Goutys. You never heard of any Thies.
Oh, I heard all those names, and I'll remember your name.
Fine. Do so to your own detriment. I will send you cash for services rendered. Go with God, Mr. Stump.
My truck ain't exactly a Chase Lounge, lady.
Has my mama committed a crime?
Excuse me?
My name's Sybil. Has my mother, Isabel Gouty, committed a crime?
Not that I'm aware.
I don't like your tone, and you will cease harassing my mother, who I think we can agree has been through enough.
It ain't really up to me.
Do you believe in the power of women, Mr. Stump?
I'm fond of women.
You know, when women work together, the world trembles. Are you also fond of Winnie?
Careful, Miss Gouty.
I love my mother very much. You know where she lives? 55 Simpson Street. I know where you live. You will stop harassing her.
Since you've obviously talking to Mr. Garnier this morning, you know my work is finished.
I wish you nothing but love, Mr. Stump.
What is so urgent?
Thies. He's dead.
Yeah, saw that on the news this morning. Grisly stuff.
Winnie. Something squirrely is going on. One day after we find Thies, he's dead. And this morning, Garnier calls me off the case.
Why?
That's not the best part. Right after I got off the phone with Garnier, I got a visit from the daughter, Sybil Gouty.
She came to your home?
No, she found me. She knew my name, my address. She knew about you. I bet real money she called off the investigation. And I also bet she had something to do with Thies.
Why would she do that?
The other night, when I was leaving the library, I had this feeling that I was being followed.
Did you see anyone?
No, it was just that creeping feeling, like when somebody's eyes are locked on you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Did they say anything?
He was scared. All he could do was write me a note that said, "Beware a mother's love."
A mother's love?
And here's the kicker. When the daughter visited me, she asked me if I believed in the power of women. She asked me about you.
And before she left, she told me, "I wish you nothing but love."
So Thies knew something.
And I bet the late Mr. Gouty knew something too. We need to sort out what he meant by a mother's love.
Pete, I don't work for free.
This isn't about the job anymore. I don't like people knowing where I live. I don't like dangerous people knowing things about me. And I don't like people threatening you.
I don't even know how long I've been watching this damn house. And Winnie's had no luck finding anything about a mother's love. Maybe it's the lack of sleep talking, but I'm not even sure the widow Gouty even exists. Has she left the country? Has she gone the way of Thies or Mr. Gouty? The daughter comes by every few days with a new girl, but she always exits alone. And the girls emerge sometime later. The girls, they always have the same dreamy look in their eyes, like they're seeing something that isn't there.
Yeah.
A mother's love. I found something. You're gonna want to see this in person.
I can meet you at the office in an hour.
Be quick. This is bigger than we thought.
Winnie. Well, didn't pay the power bill like I told you to. Winnie. Winnie?
Good evening, Peter.
Who is this?
I told you that you were to cease harassing my mother.
What have you done?
I'm afraid Miss Karsten has had a little bit of an accident.
I swear, if you've hurt her...
Oh, don't worry. She's being cared for. My mother's taken quite a liking to her. And to you. She's invited you for a visit to our home. I know you know the place.
Don't worry, my darling girl. He'll be here soon. Then we'll be one happy family.
He's here, Mama.
Sybil, darling, go and give dear Peter a warm welcome. I'm sure he has a lot of questions. Poor sweet Winnie.
Yeah. Think with all that money, they could put some friggin' lights out here.
Hello, Winnie. Gracious, I'm so glad you're finally here. I've been plumb anxious to meet you.
Where's Peter? How did I get here?
Would you like a piece of cake?
I'm not much for cake.
Now, Winnie, it's impolite to turn down a gift when offered. Have a piece of cake and we'll talk. Isn't that better? It's always easier when you listen to the people who are looking out for you.
How did you do that?
Do what? I was just being kind. You don't get many kind words, do you?
You don't know anything about me.
Sit up straight. Let me get a good look at you. Turn your face. Good.
Stop.
Oh, dearie, you have no power here. It's like pulling strings. Now let's get that nasty look off your face. Look at me as if you love me. You're quite strong, Winnie, but then you'd have to be, given your chosen vocation. My dear Winnie, I don't want to hurt you. I want to help. I see the loneliness in your pretty eyes, and I know that you don't let anyone get close enough to see who you really are. I know you chose detective work because you're desperate to understand how people work and why they do the nasty little things they do. You've trained yourself to be a human lie detector. You need certainty. You need the truth.
You're completely insane, aren't you?
I'm still speaking, Winnie. It's very rude to interrupt. You hope that one day you'll understand why your own mother let you down, why she abandoned you.
I want to talk about my mother.
But that's what you're really looking for, isn't it? A mother's love?
I never needed one before. Don't need one now.
Winnie, do sit down. I'm here for you, Winnie. I'll always be here. No one else will ever understand what you are. Gil Garnier wanted to use you. Thies was afraid of you. It makes you wonder what Peter wanted from you.
Where is Peter?
Sybil is tending to him at this very moment. Now tell me what you need. Tell me what you need.
I don't.
You will love me.